How's it going? I'm Nate Petric, head golf professional here at Mississippi National in Red Wing, Minnesota. Today we're going to go over the tip of the month for the month of August, and I'm going to explain the difference between chipping and pitching. Chipping specifically is used around the greens when you miss the green and you have a lot of room between your ball and the flag. Gives you more room to chip it. There's no reason to pitch it. The reason you chip it is there's less room for air. You're almost mimicking a putting stroke. As far as you bring it back, you follow through that far with very little wrist movement in your swing. That's why it's a lot easier and more consistent. You're going to have a lot more consistency in chipping around the greens. The only reason you'd pitch your golf shot if you were just off the green or 10, 15, 20 yards away is if you had an obstruction in your way, such as a sand trap, some sort of hazard, water hazard, or some other obstruction on the golf course which would enable you to keep you from playing it low, and you'd have to play it higher over the obstruction, have it land soft, and barely roll out. Today what I'm going to explain is chipping, keeping it low. Preferably when you want to keep it low, so where do you play the ball in your stance? In the back of your stance. Which club do you use? A club with less loft, such as a 9-iron, which I have here. You can get away with an 8-iron, 7-iron. I've even seen some of my students use a 5-iron. Now the less loft on the club, for instance, if you use a 5-iron compared to a 9-iron, you're not going to bring that club back far at all compared to a 5-iron and a 9-iron. It's not going to get up in the air much at all. It literally will be like a putting stroke. I have a 9-iron, so the whole goal, like I said earlier, the reason for chipping is when you have distance between your ball and the hole. It gives you, you have room to roll the ball out. Like I said, almost like a putting stroke. So first you want to make sure the ball is in the back of your stance and you're choking up on the club a little. This isn't a full swing. Like I said, it's kind of like a putting stroke. So I've got the ball in the back of my stance, choking up on the club, and I always like to couple practice strokes just to kind of get a feel. You want to clip that grass a little, give that grass a haircut. Okay? You see how I'm doing that? And you watch my wrists. My wrists don't move at all. And as far back as I bring it, I follow through that far, holding my finish, just like that. Too many golfers out there, their finish, their backswing's good, but when they finish, their wrists break. You'll have a lot of inconsistency with that move right there. You want to make sure your wrists, all kind of up in your upper body like putting, back and forth. Hold that finish towards your target, keeping the ball nice and low. Your whole goal is to land the ball about a quarter of the way to the hole, and the rest of the 3/4 of the way it rolls out. Okay, I'm going to show you a little example here. I'm going to hit one more. Okay, the whole goal, your whole goal obviously is to chip it up there, and another term for it is bump and run. Get it in a radius of about 3 to 4 feet so you can get that up and down and make that putt. That is the tip of the month for August. Thank you.